Greetings, brothers and sisters. What is up? Welcome back to yet another one. I'm coming to you with news from Senegal. In Senegal, there's a new law that is about to protect whistleblowers who report any corruption acts that are being committed, which are depriving the public from fully benefiting from public services. So this is what is happening. The president of Senegal, Bassirou Diomaye Faye, says that anyone who anonymously reports an act of corruption, embezzlement, or fraud receives 10% of the funds recovered. This is a new law that is encouraging Senegalese people, the citizens, to report any fraudulent activities that they see within their workplaces, especially those that are affecting them in terms of, embezzlement of funds, the misuse of public funds, the misuse of public money that is meant to serve the public. Mostly for the civil servants, I think they are the ones who will be able to report this, because a lot of corruption cases we see are within the public service. And these people are about to be protected, and they can report anonymously if they feel like, it's quite dangerous for them to be known. They can do it anonymously. And guess what? They'll be given 10% of those funds recovered. Is that true? Well, we will find out. If any Senegalese has a case, let them report so that we can follow on this story and find out if really they'll be given 10%. Because imagine if the case was worth 10 billion US dollars or 10 billion CFA francs. 10% of that is about to be that person's pocket money. Yay! Good money indeed. Good money indeed. So this is just to encourage the people to stay vigilant and not allow corruption to happen right under their noses because of fear. Sometimes you can't report because you fear. If you are known, the people who are responsible for that act will unalive you, honestly. So this just saying will protect you. You can do it anonymously. I think it's a good move by Senegal, and probably people will now be able to report, because some people are very good people. They cannot be part of such acts, but they usually just stay away and not want to be part of it. But to say you'll be protected and you'll be given a reward, I think some people are proud to report. Let us get the full coverage of this story and just understand more about this new, developments coming in from Senegal. Senegalese new authorities continue their efforts to break with the legacy of former President Macky Sall, particularly the pervasive corruption that has left deep political, economic, and social scars. The Senegalese parliament, in a session on 26 August 2025, passed a new law to protect whistleblowers, making Senegal the first francophone country in sub-Saharan Africa to adopt a legal framework for safeguarding those who report corruption. The law provides protection to individuals who, in the course of their professional activities, report or disclose information related to a crime, financial wrongdoings, or any harm to the public interest. It also stipulates that whistleblowers whose information leads to the recovery of illicit funds or assets will receive a reward equivalent to 10% of the amount recovered, or as determined by the competent authorities. The law further establishes internal reporting mechanisms within public and private institutions, while granting whistleblowers the right to go public if their reports are ignored, representing a significant step forward in escalating channels and the protection of the public interest. This is a very nice strategy. But the unfortunate part is that it's coming from Senegal, and we know who the president of Senegal is. President of Senegal, Bassirou Diomaye Faye, has been to France, I think, more than 3-4 times in just 6 months this year. And, a president who is not straight, especially to the promises that he made to his people when he went into power, there's a lot we can talk about him and his leadership, because what causes corruption is having a bad leader on top, a leader that is not serving the interest of the people. When these guys came into power, they promised that they'll get France out, out of the Senegalese system. They'll remove the French army bases. It was just France out. But change of tune, when Bassirou Diomaye Faye became president, he started saying, we're not enemies with France. We don't want a sudden rupture with our relationship. We just want to take things easy and slow. That was the first betrayal to the people. And you cannot now be a president that is not straightforward, a president that is not serving the interests of the people, and now expect the people to be loyal to the system, to the public interest. The people copy from the top. The civil servants copy from you. It is easy for civil servants, for anybody who is in charge of public funds, to steal, to embezzle, to misuse public funds if the leader on top doesn't care about the people. Because if they started to disclose some of the things that the leader does, then it will be over. So they're like, we can also do it if Pastor Jemaifa can travel to France or whatever many times. For what? Why are you still traveling to France when you promised us that you will get them out of our system? So what are you now going to tell us to say we should report, we should do this? People will only be reporting because of maybe it's an enemy that is part of that corruption case and maybe they have not been given their share. But genuinely, if you want to end corruption, be the good leader that the people need for their country. In Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, we still see a lot of corruption cases going on. And when the captain catches these people, they are fired instantly and action is taken there and there. But you see, even with the leader, with a good leader on top, there's still those rotten potatoes within the sack that will always want to ruin things for the public. No matter how much you try to encourage these people to report, as long as you at the top are not doing things right by the people, I don't think you putting a system of reporting, you putting a system of rewarding, whistleblowers who will now say the country will at least minimize corruption. I don't think so, because you should be the one showing the people that we will not tolerate corruption. Be the first one not to tolerate corruption or anything that goes against public interest. Pastor Jemaifa, are you ready to change and serve your people just the way you had promised to do so before you got into power? Then that is when you start dealing with corruption, because Osman Sonko has always been the one who is in the forefront of doing what is right by the people. And right now we see him covered under your shadow. It's very difficult for him to shine and continue serving the people just the way as he promised before you guys, assumed office. So this is up to Pastor Jemaifa. If he can change, if he can start by changing his whole government, if he can start by changing himself, stop going to France, remove France from your territory, remove the relations that you have, because are they really serving you? No, maybe Senegalese people can let us know in the comment section down below. Brothers and sisters, please like, share, comment on these videos, and also support us by buying us coffee, super thanking, super chatting, and also buying our merchandise. We also have a WhatsApp group. Please join our WhatsApp group. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.